In this video, we can discuss about different sterilization method. Next method of sterilization by filtration. Filtration is defined as the process of removing particle from a solution by allowing the liquid portion to passes through the membrane and other particle barrier. So this filtration process can be used for the sterilization of different contaminated product. These are mainly used to sterilize or to remove the bacteria from heat liable liquid which cannot be used dry heat or moist heat sterilization method, and it is mainly used to sterilize the sugar containing and antibiotic containing solutions, bacteria free filters of clinical sample. Now, what are the advantages of filtration sterilization? We do not need a heating process for this sterilization. So, this can be used for removal of bacteria, fungi, and also to clarify the solution. And this can be useful for the sterilization of large volume parenterals or injection. Also, it is useful for the sterilization of eye drops and other sterile preparations. Now let's see what are the disadvantages. Aseptic condition has to be maintained for the filtration process. Even though we are performing this method for the sterilization, if the filter is already contaminated, it will be very difficult for the sterilization process. So second one is sterility test is required to confirm whether it is sterile or not, whether it is free from contaminating microorganism or not after the filtration process. Another disadvantage is filter may be broken down during the sterilization process. It may get leaked and it may get adsorbed, and sometimes the fiber or alkali may be yield, and the major problem is clogging which can occur for prolonged filtration, and we may require vacuum or pressure. Filtration sterilization process have three stages. First one is passage of solution through a previously sterilized filter unit. Second one is aseptic transfer of filtrate to the sterile container which are then aseptically sealed. Then test for the sterility are carried out on the filter product to make sure it is sterile. Now this is a picture representation. We will use a filter aid. Classification of pressure unit in the filtration. It can be classified into positive pressure system and negative pressure system. In positive pressure system, the solution is forced through the filter by compressed air from above. Feature of this type of system include unsterile air does not enter via leaking joints. Evaporation and forming of filtrate is required. Aseptic transfer are less compared to negative pressure system. Negative pressure system, in this the solution is sucked through the filter paper by application of vacuum. We can use different type of filters for the filtration like candle or ceramic filter, asbestos disc filter, sintered glass filter, membrane filter, air filter, and syringe filters. Now coming to the ceramic filters, it is also known as filter candle or Breckfield filter. It is made up of porcelain or Kieselguhr. Filter is fixed to filter assembly and placed in mantle. Advantages are these are inexpensive and available in different sizes, but there is a disadvantage that will easily clogged or blocked, and also it required high pressure for the filtration, and we cannot use the chromic acid for cleaning for the ceramic filters. Now second one is asbestos filter or seeds filter. This is made up of asbestos or magnesium trisilicate. These are disposable single use disc supported on perforated metal disc within the metal funnel, then fitted on sterile flask through a silicon rubber bunks. It have a pore size of 0.01 to 5 micron. Now coming to sintered glass filter or fritted glass or Morton filter. It is made up of borosilicate. Borosilicate is finely powdered in ball mill and packed into disc mold and heated until suitable adhesion take place between the granules. The sintered discs are finally fused into funnel of suitable size and shape. It have advantages like low adsorptive property and can be cleaned easily, but it have a disadvantage. It is brittle and expensive and have small area of filtration. Next one is fibrous fat filter. They are composed of asbestos fiber compressed with mixture of other fibrous materials such as wood, cellulose to give adequate porosity. It is also containing binders and fillers. Advantages is inexpensive with less tendency to clog, disposable and single-use disc. Disadvantage is high absorbing capacity and tend to alkalinize the liquid. Now next one is microporous membrane filter. These are made up of cellulose or cellulose acetates, especially acetate or nitrate, which have an pore size 0.34 to 0.02 micrometer, and these filters can be sterilized by either autoclave, ethylene oxide or ionization radiation. And these filters are supported on rigid base of perforated metal, plastic or coarse sintered glass. If the solution to be filtered has high concentration of particulate matter, the filter get rapidly clogged. To avoid this, preliminary filter through a depth filter is used to extend the life of membrane filter. This is mainly used in water purification and analysis, sterilization and sterility testing for the preparation of solution for parenteral use. So this is the filter unit. Now advantages of membrane porous filters. Bacteria can be mechanically sealed. Membranes are disposable. No cross contamination between fitted products. Adsorption is negligible. Rapid filtration rate. But disadvantage is less chemical resistant to certain organic solvents such as chloroform, ketone and esters. Now we can use highly efficiency particulate air filter or HEPA filter. These are mainly used to get rid of practically all the microbes that happen to be larger than 0.3 micrometer in diameter, and this is mainly used in intensive care unit in hospital, also in sterile zone of high value antibiotic preparation, packaging, IV injections or other sensitive sterile preparation. Also it is used for the testing and for the preparation of solution for parenteral use. Now coming to the next method of sterilization, sterilization by radiation. This can be done by either by ionizing radiation or by non-ionizing radiation. So radiation is defined as the emission and propagation of energy through the space or through a medium. So this radiation can be used to sterilize the heat sensitive substances. In radiation, as the wavelength is shorter, it will give more damage to the microorganism. So cosmic rays less than the gamma rays, less than X-rays, less than UV rays and less than visible, less than IR and less than radio waves. Now coming to the mechanism of action of radiation sterilization. Bacterial cell containing several vital molecules. When the sterilizing ray passes through them, they give energy to the electron of the constituent atom. The electron acquire a high energy to tear themselves free from constituent atom in a process called ionization. Now this can be done by two methods, by using non-ionizing radiation or by using ionizing radiation. In non-ionizing radiation we can use infrared or ultraviolet rays, and in case of ionizing radiation we can use X-rays, gamma rays and cosmic rays. Now coming to non-ionizing radiation. Electromagnetic rays with wavelength longer than those of visible light are known as non-ionizing radiation. There are two types of non-ionizing radiation, infrared and ultraviolet rays. Then this infrared radiation is also known as hot air sterilization. Now coming to the application of non-ionizing radiation. Infrared rays are used for rapid mass sterilization of pre-packed items like syringes and catheters. UV radiation is used for disinfection of enclosed areas such as entryways, operation theater and laboratories. And it is used to prevent the cross contamination in hospital, sterilization and maintenance of aseptic filling area in the industry, and sterilization of thermolabile substances or biological fluids such as blood, plasma and vaccine. Now coming to ionizing radiation, it can be done by X-rays, gamma rays or cosmic rays. These ionizing radiations have very high penetrating power and considerable energy. X-ray, gamma rays and cosmic rays are highly lethal to DNA. The different factors which will affect the lethal activity are oxygen, protective compounds, sensitizing agent, pH of the culture, freezing, moisture and recovery conditions. There is no increasing the temperature in this method, so it is also known as cold sterilization. Now coming to the application of ionizing radiation, gamma radiations are commercially used for the sterilization of disposable items, and it is used for the sterilization of items like plastic, animal feedings, cardboard, oil, grease, fabrics, plastic syringes, hypodermic needles, scalps, surgical plates, adhesive dressings, thermolabile medications, plastic tubing, catheters and sutures. X-ray are used to produce bacterial mutation in biotechnology. Now coming to the next method, gaseous sterilization or vapor phase disinfectants. This is the destruction of all the microorganisms with a chemical in gases or vapor state. It is used to sterilize material which are adversely affected by dry and moist heat sterilization. These gases are toxic to human being above certain concentration, and it will lead to unpleasant and desired side effects. Different gases used for the gaseous sterilization are ethylene oxide, formaldehyde gas, beta-propionylactone, propylene oxide, ethyl bromide and alcohol. Now coming to ethylene oxide, these are volatile cyclic ether and colorless liquid. These are effective against all type of organism including virus and spores, and this will act by a mechanism due to ability to alkalinate the SHOH, COOH and amino group in same protein and nucleic acid. It has a potential toxicity to human being including mutagenicity and carcinogenicity. Ethylene oxide is highly inflammable and explosive when concentration above 3%. In order to prevent this explosion, we have to mix this ethylene oxide with carbon dioxide or fluorinated hydrocarbons in certain proportion. Effect depends on concentration of gas, temperature, moisture, time, conditions and accessibility to organism. So if you are using a concentration of 44 milligram per liter, the exposure time is 24. If it is 88, exposure time is 10 hours, and if it is 442, the exposure time is 4, and 884, exposure time is 2. Now application of ethylene oxide. This is used for the sterilization of thermolabile materials like plastic, rubbers, respirator, heart lung machines, sutures, tendon equipments, and sterilization of delicate heavy instruments, electronic diagnostic instruments, powdered group of proteins packed in the plastic or cellophane envelope, hospital bedding, blanket, disposable plastic syringes, biological preparations like catgut, antibiotic, foodstuff and clothing and soil. Now coming to next one, formaldehyde gas. It will kill both vegetative and spores. Gas is toxic and irritant when it get inhaled. Mechanism of action is by combining readily with vital organic nitrogen compounds such as protein and nucleic acid, and this gas is generated by heating formalin containing 37 to 40% formaldehyde, and it also can be generated by adding 150 gram of KMnO4 to 280 ml of formalin for 1000 cubic unit. feet of room volume. The door should be sealed and left unopened for 48 hours. After the completion of sterilization, the irritant vapor are nullified by exposure to ammonium vapor 22 degrees Celsius and humidity. Now, application of formaldehyde gas is mainly used for the fumigation of operation theatre, hospital room, ward, aseptic area and microbiological laboratories. Now, next one is beta propionylactone. It is a condensation product of ketane and formaldehyde. It is effective against all the organism including virus. It is more efficient for the fumigation than formaldehyde. It is 25 times active than formaldehyde, 400 times than ethylene oxide and 50,000 times than methyl bromide. It is bactericidal and used in the concentration of 0.2 percentage. Application is used for inactivation of vaccine and sterilization of operation theatre and aseptic rooms. Now, what are the different factors affecting gas sterilization? Concentration of gas. Usual range uses 200 to 1000 milligram of sterilization rate depend on the partial pressure of the gas. Temperature of the load. Thermolabile material are sterilized at a range of 20 to 60 degrees Celsius. A rise in temperature increases the activity. Effect of moisture. Relative humidity of 30 to 33 is optimum. The state of hydration of microorganism and nature of the surface also affect the efficiency of sterilization. Time of exposure. Depending upon the substance to be sterilized, several combination can be used. For example, 850 to 900 milligram per ml for 3 hours at 45 degrees Celsius, for 50 milligram per ml for 5 hours at 45 degrees Celsius. Now, these are the advantages. No material are damaged, can be used at room temperature, effective at low humidity, effective against all the organism, no residual effect. But disadvantage is more tedious than the radiation sterilization, cost is higher than the heat process, require sophisticated equipments, toxic and inflammable. Control of relative humidity is critical for the gas sterilization. Hope it is clear. Thank you for watching this video.